everything has monetary value. Nothing has community value anymore. Nothing is done because it's the thing to do. We don't take care of children, our elderly, or make our own food because that is all a commodity that we have given to the corporate world.
Everybody thinks like a banker now, and that is kind of, not that banking doesn't have its function, but that is kind of the antithesis of community.
We have a sense that economy is something that economists do, and they sort of measure the way that we spend money and go to stores. But the economy is when you plant something in the ground, or when the tree comes down in your backyard and you decide what to do with it. That's step one of economy.
It's really to help weave the community together and sustain the place.
The way that a community lives in place is through its economy.
I'm Pearl Brown, and this is Old Mission Multigrain. We're a local bread company. We sell all local products in addition to our breads and rolls and all those things. Everything in here is local. And not only is it made locally, it's sourced locally.
What can you make in your community instead of importing it?
Community currency is not about individual self-reliance, it's about interdependence.
If you're going to create local currency, what kind are you going to create? That's when you really had to have a lot of learning about where money really comes from, what are the different kinds of money, and what would make the most sense. And that was a long debate that ended up with Baybucks, fiat currency, money we just make up out of nothing, poof.
Our kind of money is backed by people's confidence in the community's ability to create value in those exchanges.
I think I was at a party on a farm in Leelanau County and met Natasha.
I can remember like Natasha Lipinski and Bill Palladino and
Stephanie Mills and Bob Russell.
And that group, they'd meet out in front of Building 50.
In the basement of Horizon.
That was really where we sat down and planted the seed for the possibility of a local currency.
Way back in the day was the Bob's Bay Bucks. There was actually a picture of a dollar bill with Bob Russell's head on it. That was the start of a conversation, and that was maybe in the late 90s.
I came into it through the bioregional idea.
The deeper economy of our community, which is our woods and our water and our agriculture.
There was a flurry of activity in local currency for a while, and then it sort of ebbed down. It's sort of come and gone.
And then at some point, it kind of came together enough that we got the mission and the branding and started actually thinking about funding the design of the bills, and Oriana came in and got interested and lended support.
We were going to actually create money out of nothing like the Federal Reserve does and call them Baybucks.
The bills were printed and all the work just started, and we were all exhausted.
This is real money with real serial numbers. Chain of custody had to be signed between who handled the money. When the money left the printer, went to the foil and serializer, they had to sign documents. And the same thing when it went to the credit union, because it's real money.
My name is Pat Ivory, and I play every Saturday at Oriana, and it's been almost 4 years. I suggested to Oriana that I would be willing to play for Baybucks. They agreed to that. And other musicians, I think they saw me and thought, well, if he's playing there, I can play there.
I'm Bruce Odom from Odom Reusable Building Materials, and we operate a retail used building materials store and a full-service deconstruction salvage pickup service. We take in Baybucks in the store. Sometimes my employees will take them as compensation, so the store spends them in the way of payroll. Then when we have them in the form of income from payroll, Oriana is a favorite stop. I've gone into Brilliant Books. As soon as I can, I'm going to Pangea's. And 2 weeks ago, we spent them at the State Theater.
Whoever accepts it and then in turn spends it, and then someone else having accepted it in turn spends it again, that will continue to stay within this community.
Economy is something that we own, and that every day, every step we take either creates a new, better native economy or creates an economy that's fragile and connected to China and credit derivatives.
We as consumers are the drivers of the economy, we're the drivers of local economy, and we're at the steering wheel of where our money goes every time you spend. And Baybucks is a great reminder, and they're fun to have.
It doesn't matter who you are, that you can learn not just the skills, but through community to develop a culture that enables you to live in the place where you are.
Adonis, blue, Luna, Moth, and Monarch, gonna set me free.